Hello, everybody, and good afternoon. Welcome to the Top Producer Show. We're coming to you a little bit late today. We had some stuff coming up earlier with some business, because, business comes first. So, we're coming to you a little late today, but better late than never. So, our mission is to educate, equip, and train servant leaders. Our vision is to create financially independent achievers, and our purpose is to help people grow. And right now, we're going over Think and Grow Rich, and we're going to go ahead and invite some people onto here.
Yep.
Ooh, excuse me.
Mr. Shaw. Jesse, we're going near Milwaukee. Milwaukee.
Alrighty.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get this started. So chapter 9 is what we're on with the book, Think and Grow Rich. This is the Top Producer Show. The point of this is, what does it take to become a top producer in recruiting, in sales, in team building, in whatever the heck you're doing. So, there are 13 success principles, or 13 steps towards riches that Mr. Napoleon Hill laid out in his book. He did the research over 20 years, basically interviewing the top 500 wealthiest people in the world. Andrew Carnegie basically commissioned him to do this. It's a really cool story how I got started, but let's get into this. Chapter 9 is desire. No, it's not. Chapter 9 goes over the 8th step towards riches, but what are the previous 7 steps? Desire is number 1, faith is number 2, auto-suggestion is number 3, 4 is specialized knowledge, organized planning, imagination, and decision. Go get her, because I'm tired of listening to her. Sorry, cat. Persistence, the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. So this is what induces faith, because you're doing it over and over and over and over and over again. Persistence, which is the 8th step towards riches. Persistence is an essential factor in the procedure of transmuting desire into its monetary equivalent. What does that mean? It means you have to stick with it long enough to actually produce money. Most people just don't stick with anything long enough. The basis of persistence is willpower. Willpower. What is willpower? It says willpower and desire, when properly combined, make an irresistible pair. Men and women who accumulate great fortunes are generally known as cold-blooded, and sometimes ruthless. So, you generally hear this a lot inside the business world. They're like, oh my God, that person only cares about money. Look at what they've done. It's kind of like they point that out. Bad Kitty's with us?
Yep.
Oh, good kitty. So, often they are misunderstood. Most quit early at the first sign of opposition or question. A few keep going until they attain their goal. So you're looking, watch this, you're not only wanting to be this person, but you're looking to be this person. Why do you want to be this person? Because that's what it takes to make it happen. Where are we? Lack of persistence is one of the major causes of failure, not being able to stick with it. When desire is big enough, anyone can overcome any lack of persistence. So, one of my mentors said, when the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. When the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. It's not that the facts aren't there. It's just you'll find a way to overcome them. The starting point of all achievement is desire. Weak desire brings weak results. A small amount of fire produces a small amount of heat, would be a good analogy. Good things happen to people who hurry up and work for them and then basically keep going. Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this all the time, about patience and just doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it will show up. Fortunes gravitate towards men and women whose minds have been prepared to attract them, just as surely as water gravitates towards the ocean. I don't know what that's about. I think he's talking about water like flowing into the ocean. If you find you are weak in persistence, center your attention on the instructions confined in the chapter of power. Surround yourself with a mastermind group, and through the cooperation efforts of the group, you can develop persistence. So he's saying it's going to take you being around some of the right people, and if you're not around the right people, get around the right people. Poverty is attracted to those whose mind are favorable to it. So it actually, you think your way into poverty, you think your way into success. It's just the way it works. Poverty consciousness will voluntarily seize the mind, which is not occupied with money consciousness. So it's like you're destined to be with poverty, because that's just where people go, because your basic human instinct is survival and not to do the things you're supposed to do. Persistence is created by the following: definiteness of purpose, knowing exactly what one wants. Most people don't know exactly what they want. They're like, well, it'd be nice if we had more money. It'd be nice if I could go on vacation. It'd be nice. It's always, it would be nice. It's not, I'm going to do whatever it takes. It's like, well, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Desire, thinking about it all the time. You want to focus on what you want. Self-reliance, belief in one's ability to carry out a plan. So belief has a lot to do with it. That's why faith is the second step towards riches. Definiteness of plans, you know exactly what you're going to do, because a lot of people are like, well, I'm not really sure what to do. I think I'm just going to try. Accumulated knowledge, surround yourself with solid plans, ones that are sound. Cooperation, understanding, and harmony with others. Willpower, forcing and concentrating. Habit, persistence of directing, persistence in the direct result of habit. So doing it over and over again and making sure that it's something that every single day. So the are you serious list, because most people are not serious. Failure to recognize and clearly define what one wants. Procrastination without cause and causes the following is always why you can't. Talking about why you can't, your alias is what I was talking about. Lack of interest, no specialized knowledge. Indecision, the habit of basically passing the buck, creating plans, not doing them. Habit of relying on alias instead of creating definite plans. You're always, whatever comes. Being busy but unproductive, lots of people are there. Self-satisfaction, I don't feel like it. It doesn't fit my, I can't get into it. I'm just not in the mood. Indifference, readiness to compromise on all occasions. Habit of blaming others, weakness of desire, neglect of choice, not following plans. Willingness to quit at the first sign of defeat. Lack of organized plans in writing where you can study and track. I've often found that people who ask 700 times now, what did we say we were going to do last time? They're in trouble. Habit of neglecting to grab an opportunity when it persists itself, wishing instead of willing. The habit of compromising with poverty instead of riches. This will be fine. Meaning, this is okay, this will be fine, this is good. Searching for all the shortcuts to riches, trying to, get something for nothing. Everybody who tries to get something for nothing fails. Fear of criticism, failure to create the plans for fear of what others are going to think of you. The majority of the time, people permit relatives, friends, and public, this is huge. The majority of the time, people permit relatives, friends, and the public at large to influence them so they cannot live their own lives because of fear of criticism. They just don't want to be told, oh my gosh, this is going to work out. Examine the first 100 people you meet. ask them what they want most out of life, and 98% won't be able to tell you. It's more like 99. If you press them for an answer, they'll say, oh, well, I just want to be secure. I hope I have more money. I hope I'm happy. I hope to, achieve something, recognition, easy. Basically, they want easy living. Everybody's like, well, I just want to be comfortable. Comfortability is the fastest path towards being broke, being poor, not having. It's actually the fastest path towards suffering. Because here's the thing, you're going to suffer one way or another. You're either going to suffer through discipline or you're going to suffer through neglect, neglecting what you should be doing. It's just unfortunate. Riches do not respond to weak wishes. Develop persistence, definite of purpose by burning desire, definite of plans, having a DMO, daily method of operation, a protected mind from all influences that are negative, a friendly alliance with positive group that supports you, that control your destiny. They can lead you to freedom and independence. They can lead you to riches. They can lead you to power and fame. They can lead you to the breaks in life you've been looking for. They are the steps in which turn dreams into reality. They are the steps that lead to mastery of fear, discouragement, and indifference. So once you have a white-hot burning desire, you're humble and teachable, and you have a plan, and then you go after it. A lot of the rest of this does sort of fall into place if you're around the right people. But if you don't know what you want and you're not teachable, you're in deep trouble right off the bat. Those are two of the things you got to put together first. So, with that being said, that's a wrap.
That is a wrap. So thank you guys for joining us today. I know we're a little bit late, but we're getting something out of each chapter. This is a great book to be going over, especially at the beginning of the year. Now this is a great book to always go over. It's great to get you back on track. And if you guys have not done it yet, you want to go join our Facebook page, the Top Producer Show Facebook page, as well as YouTube, because each one of these shows is going to be uploaded to there. And the notes are also going to be uploaded to Facebook. So if you would like our notes, you could get them there as well. So with that, thank you for joining us and have a wonderful day.